Hi everybody.
So today's episode is going to be about Haley's wheelchair, her new wheelchair that she's going to be getting.
Yes.
And so we went and had a seating appointment.
Yes.
And that was fun. That was my first time seeing how all that works out. Going with her to get fitted for a new seat. It's actually pretty cool. But anyway, I'm going to ask you some questions.
Sweet. Now, before you start though, I just want to say, people are probably going to have questions like, oh, when are you getting the chair? And, you know, more detailed questions. I don't know any of that yet.
It could be up to a year, but
yeah, it could.
Just don't know yet. It could take a long time.
Mhm.
So are you relieved?
Yeah, I'm ready to get a new one.
Yeah.
I'm not as comfortable in this chair as I once was.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for just slightly newer technology.
Okay, I guess I'll ask that question first. What is going to be updated about your new chair? What's the main differences going to be between this chair and your new chair?
Well, it's the same brand, which is Invacare, and the color will be different. I'm getting a all silver base. It's like a grayish silver. I wish it was like chrome color, but obviously they don't have that. But it's like a silver gray, and then the wheels, what would you call those? Like the inside of the wheels? I don't know what those are called.
I don't remember.
Anyhow, those are going to be purple.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because purple's my favorite color.
Like the hubcaps or something?
Yeah.
The rims.
And it's an Invacare, and the other new information about it is the joystick. It will have a touch screen on it, which this one that I have now does not. And also, the tilt mechanism will be built in to the joystick, which also will be used to drive the chair. And in order to switch between the two drives, I will just do it on the touch screen of the controller.
And that's going to be a lot easier for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the tilt switch right now is like when you're tilted all the way back, you can't even
reach it. Yeah.
So that'll be good. So, what was that seat thing you were sitting in? What was that machine?
It's called a pin dot system, seating system. And that is also the brand of it. I'll have to get for you. We'll put it in the comments. But it's also made by Invacare. And basically, I was sat into this, it kind of looks like a big wheelchair. And the seat has like little beads inside of it that are like moldable. And so when I sit in the seat of that device, there's like buttons that the workers were pushing to form it around my back and my legs and butt, etc. And yeah, it was kind of interesting to have to sit in that at first because obviously it's not molded to me. And I kind of felt like I could fall, but I had people there kind of like, well, you should like demonstrate a little bit.
Right now?
Yeah. They'll see in the footage.
Yeah, but so she had there were 5 people there besides me and her, 5 other people.
But you were filming.
Yeah, I was filming, so I wasn't in there, but in the footage.
So someone's like holding me there.
Caregiver was like right here. Somebody was in the front. Somebody was on the other side. And
yeah, making sure I wasn't gonna, fall forward or fall to either side.
Yeah.
But once the padding and the beads starting to form to me, it kind of hardened up, like a plaster of Paris almost. is how I would describe the feeling of it. And
It's
you
very
know,
cool.
they
That's
were-
interesting.
They were asking me a lot of questions like, how does this feel? Where do you need more support? You know, a lot of questions, and I have to make sure I answer them honestly because, you know, this is going to be my seat. But I think I handled it pretty well.
How was it compared to your past seating appointments? More overwhelming, about the same, about less?
I think it was less. I felt more comfortable. It was faster. Definitely faster.
And they were all really nice, and everyone
everyone
worked
was
together
so,
really smoothly.
like, patient and mellow and, you know, in a good mood. And
some jokes were flying.
yeah, it was good.
So who were all those people, the professionals that were there?
Well, Jody is like I think he like specializes in the seating department of the company is called NuMotion. I'm sure there's other NuMotion locations around. And then there's like the rep that came from like a 4-hour drive north of us, drove down because he had the special seating device that was used to fit me. So I guess he's a rep, like an Invacare rep. And then there was a occupational or a physical therapist there. And then...
Was she I think she was an OT.
Oh, she was an OT.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Really nice lady.
Really nice. Shout out to Carolyn. And then John is like the wheelchair tech, like he like works on the chairs and services them, etc.
Yeah, he's like the wheelchair mechanic.
Mechanic. So those were the 4 people.
And then of course your caregiver.
Yeah.
When they were asking you all the questions, did it get overwhelming? Like when they were explaining the details to you, like the technical aspects?
Yeah, it did. I think a lot of it just went in one. I mean, I tried to pay attention, but it was just so much information. It's hard to process it all at once.
And then, like you said, you have to answer precisely because
Yeah.
it's your seat, you know.
Which I'm glad you filmed it all because now I'll have a, you know, a record of it all.
Yeah, I thought you did really well.
Thanks. And I appreciate that they allowed us to film the whole process.
They didn't seem to have a problem with it. We asked them, like, yeah, sure, whatever, you know. Like, cool, awesome. Oh, and so you'll see in the video that the rep, the guy that brought the pin dot machine, is putting blue tape and blue Play-Doh on the chair.
I think that to show like the outline of where to cut off the rest of the chair, like seat that doesn't need to be made, right? Or not really.
Yeah, it's registering the form of you, basically. Registering the outline of her seat and all the folds and curves and bends and, you know, and then he can scan it into this tablet that he had. And they explain it on the video way better than I can, but...
I mean, we can make them up to 24 inches wide, so, yeah.
What are you doing here with the clay?
Just, so what it does is,
Marking the edge or?
what's the trim line? So what it is I've got my iPad, I've got a camera that attaches to my iPad and we'll scan this. And it does a 3D image scan of it, but...
Yeah, basically that's what it's for. This tablet scans it, and then it comes up with a 3D mold image of what the seat's basically going to look like. And he showed it to us. It's pretty cool.
And he scanned it all with like a tablet.
Yeah.
Like an iPad.
It was awesome. Whereas the old system of doing that, I guess, took hours. Like You were saying days, like a day long, like the whole day trying to, because they'd have to go do everything by hand. It didn't just scan into a machine. So it's like
Yeah.
a
But
lot easier.
I don't think I had to be there for them to like scan it all. I think the workers had to do
Yeah.
that.
But just taking the mold
Yeah.
of the seat took hours, whereas this
It
was...
took a couple hours at least.
Yeah, this was only an
But
hour.
this was like, I'd say a half hour.
Yeah, technology's moving pretty quick these days. It's amazing how they do things. So yeah, I guess that's all the questions
all
I
the
have for you.
questions?
Yeah,
Nice, thank you.
and
I hope you enjoy the footage.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I want to thank Jody and everybody, Carolyn, John.
And what was his name?
I'm terrible. I forgot his name, but thank you, guy that came down
From Invacare.
Yeah, from Invacare. You guys are awesome. And that was
And
cool to watch.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your patience and kindness and flexibility.
And just making it an easy environment.
Yeah.
I mean, something like that can easily be draining.
It can.
For Haley, obviously.
And I feel like the people that do this type of work are like really special, amazing people. I mean, they have to be. They have to be so patient and like, you know, aware of the patient's like needs and condition. And yeah, it takes a really special person.
And they're on top of it. They're so smart and they're just on top of everything. They ask all the right questions and they're forward thinking. It's just amazing to watch them work and see them do what they do.
Really, I mean, for now, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna let these guys start doing the
I need
molding.
support behind my back.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
we'll
coming.
fill that in. I'm just wondering what we're trying to accomplish. Right now, you're sitting on a pretty flat seat and a pretty flat back. I mean, you do have a little bit of lumbar support there on the back, but I don't know as if you're wanting to get some more what we call lateral thigh support, you know, because we can kind of come in and we can build this up right here if you want to keep you in the seat a little better. We can do what we call medial thigh support, where we kind of come in between the legs a little bit, which can help you from sliding forward a little bit, kind of create a little bit of an anti-thrust there.
Okay.
But the only thing I worry about is how much moving you do in the chair.
I don't move too much.
Okay, so you,
But I readjust a little bit.
okay, but do you typically with readjusting, is it mostly with your tilt and that, and just kind of some shimmy?
Yeah.
You're not sliding around a whole lot? Okay,
No.
all right. Yeah, I just don't want to create anything that's going to cause you anything to get in your way, okay? So, everybody good with that? I mean, I don't know how much you want to create here. I mean, the nice part about having more support is you create what I call a landing spot. So when somebody puts you into the chair, you kind of know where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it distributes pressure better
Right,
also
yes,
to
yeah.
have more support and
I
contact.
just don't want it pushing too much.
No, we don't have to, yeah,
Okay.
no. I mean, I would just create like a little bit of,
Yeah.
you know, something kind of like this about,
Yeah.
you know, and then we'll make sure it's kind of the,
Oh, and the rep from Invacare, I was not his first client with osteogenesis imperfecta. You ever had a client with brittle bone disease before? Really?
yeah, absolutely. And a couple of them.
He has worked with other people like me before.
That was pretty cool.
And just as fragile as me too, which is rare because with my condition there's just a whole range of people with this, ranging from severely like having it where they can't even sit up in their chair, they have to be trached, they wear oxygen. I mean, it could get really severe. And on the other side, there are people that you can't even tell that they have it because they can walk and they're taller and you can't even tell. So,
That's very interesting. That's cool. And he seemed like pretty confident about it too. Like sometimes when you ask a professional if they have heard of your condition, either they say no or they're like, I think so, but they really don't know a lot about it. And this guy seemed pretty well knowledgeable about it.
yeah,
Which is
so
cool.
that made me feel more comfortable as well. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome, babe.
Yeah.
Thanks for opening up to wanting to show this process of getting a new seat. And
I
sharing
probably
with
won't
us.
watch the footage very much, but I did it for all of you guys because I know you guys are curious about this type of stuff. So, there you are.
Thank you. That was very brave of you.
Thank you, honey.
And you're awesome.
Thanks for filming it.
No problem.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Bye.